Okay, here we go. Jacob's just parking his car and he's about to come in.
Oh my god. Honey.
Yay!
I always wish there was a podium and not for a thousand. That's it. Pop right off. Okay, we ready?
Good, thank you. Kicking around balloons. Alright, I can't believe I'm sitting down and like filming this video. Okay, I need to like jot down notes, I think, or oh man, okay, I don't even know where to start. This video has been long coming. The announcement that I have yet to share with YouTube, I don't think I've shared it on here yet, but I am 6.5. I'm pregnant. I'm 6.5 months pregnant, almost 7. It feels so surreal to say that. And that's where I've been for the past couple of months. So I sold my dirt bike. I think that I've mentioned this in a previous video when I found out I was pregnant. I probably sold it like month 1 or month 2 into pregnancy. Not because like I needed to financially, but because I just knew I wanted a new bike anyway. So I sold my dirt bike so I can get a newer bike. And like once it's time to be able to ride, I feel like let's rewind, okay? Let's go back to December and let me show you guys how Jacob found out that we were expecting a baby and how I shared this news with him. So let's rewind and take a little walk down memory lane.
Oh my god. Honey.
And that is how I told Jacob that he was going to be a dad, and we were both like super excited and over the moon. I don't want to say that our journey was really tough because there's so many people who go through fertility treatments and through IVF and they go through loss, and that journey is like, my heart goes out to those people. But I will say I was getting really impatient because we had been trying for a while, and I'm gonna get emotional. Just when I gave up was when it had finally happened. So if you're in that position, my heart goes out to you. It's really tough, but it will happen. It's annoying when people say like, when the time is right, it'll happen. You're just like, shut up. I don't want to hear that. And there's so much pressure on it, but it did happen when we least expected it. Anyway, but how I found out was like one day I was just feeling a little off and I was like, you know what? I have one test. Let me try it. So I took the test and I saw the faintest lines. It was before I had even missed my period. And of course I ran out to the store, got 4 more tests, and they were all positive. Waterworks, I set up, I went out to the store, I got a sign, I rolled the dirt bike in, I told Jake, and we were both like over the moon and super stoked, obviously. That was right around December, January, and the Munden Hill Hare Scramble was coming up, and I had decided that I wanted to ride for the last time on my dirt bike. I wasn't like super far along, and you know, when you're that early, you also can't announce it to other people. And as much as I wanted to tell my family, I just wasn't ready to tell them. So I rode the Munnon Hill Hare Scramble. I rode Sportsman. I was like, let me just get this one last ride out of the way, and then I'll sell my bike. So that's what I did. I ended up selling my bike, I think probably a couple weeks after that, because I knew like once I had my baby, I wanted a brand new dirt bike. So that's news there. I don't think that I shared it with you guys, but I sold my YZ250 FX. And I really want to get a YZ250F next, but anyway. So that's that's the update on riding. I have not ridden since I sold my bike. And the funny thing about me and my body right now is I'm just starting to show, which is really funny, because today at the store it was the first time that somebody approached me and they're like, how far along are you? And it made me want to tear up, because I'm like, oh my gosh, finally people are noticing. They don't think that I'm just fat. But that's why I've also gained weight in my face, because I'm pregnant. I went to a couple of races with Jake, and a couple of people came up to me and they're like, hey, why aren't you riding? And I'm like, oh, I'm pregnant. But I feel like they were probably thinking that I was making it up because I wasn't showing at the time. But anyway, we're doing September. I'm super excited. We did go on a baby moon as well. I'll insert some videos of our baby moon here. We ended up going to Utah a couple weeks ago, and we went to Arches National Park. We got to spend some like one-on-one time. And normally on vacations, I am like all over the place. I'm like, we gotta go see this, we gotta do all this sightseeing, these are the plans, this is, you know, but this time was obviously different because I've been like super tired and just lazy. So Jake enjoyed that part. If you guys have never been, definitely recommend you going and checking out Utah. We had missed Supercross by literally weeks. I think like the week before had been Supercross. And could we go back in time, we'd probably plan to go to the Salt Flats when there's an event going on as well, so we could see that in person. So that was kind of like meh, but it was still fun to like see all these sites. We had been in Utah 2 or 3 years prior, but that was like a quick like run through. This was like, you know, a week-long vacation where we got to like plan and see the things that we really wanted to see. So mountain biking, I have not been mountain biking. I think the last time I went mountain biking, I was like 10 weeks pregnant. And even then, I got winded super easily. I definitely felt like out of shape. So yeah, that's the update on mountain biking. I have not been on my mountain bike since the beginning of maybe March. I miss it. I can't wait to hop back on my bike. I mean, I've told my sister like, hey, let's go on a mountain bike ride, and she's like, no, I'm not gonna be responsible for you getting hurt. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll wait. But that's another update. My sister has a 3-month-old baby, so our babies get to grow up together. And I should tell you guys the sex of the baby. We found out the sex of the baby very early on, and it's a boy. It's a boy. We're having a boy. We're really stoked to have a boy. Not that I had a preference. I don't think Jake had a preference either. We just wanted a healthy, happy baby, and we are having a boy. And yes, we decided on a name very early on as well. That came like pretty quick. I think we had like a list of names and we both agreed on this one, and it's just stuck. So yeah, I'll probably share it with you guys. I don't want to share it right now, but I'm sure I'll share it in the upcoming weeks. I mean, the baby's gonna be here in like 2 months anyway, so you guys are gonna find out sooner rather than later.